Hi learners, welcome to ST.JOSEPH'S College. This is THULASI from Department of Computer Science. Today in operating system we are going to study a simple concept called swapping. So how the swapping is being done inside the memory in CPU we are going to see. See, when you take the memory management, right, we have these memories. In CPU we have a memory, main memory we have a memory, and then in secondary memory we have a memory. These are all we call memory units, right? So this secondary memory, the example are our hard disk drives and all hard disk drive will comes under secondary memory. Main memory means we will be having the random access memory, and that is called the primary memory. And then CPU, which is there in the processor where it has the very small memory. This we have already studied in the memory hierarchy diagram, right? You remember. So here we have the CPU, that is registers. Here we have the cache memory, and here we have the primary memory, and here we have the secondary memory. When you think about the size, right, secondary memory will be high. When you take the size of the CPU, that is registers, right, it will be very small. So as the memory size is very small, all the data will be stored in the secondary memory. Whenever I want some instruction to be processed, some app to be accessed, I will be taking from there, putting into the RAM, and there the instruction will be processed. To instruction to be processed from main memory, it has to be taken to the CPU. So here what happens, the process must be in the memory to be executed. A process, however, can be swapped temporarily to the backing store, because all the things I cannot store in the primary memory. It has to be taken to the secondary memory. If I load too much of thing in RAM, means what will happen? The efficiency of the system will goes down. So temporarily the swapping will be happened between the main memory to secondary memory. Whenever it is needed, it will be taken back from the secondary memory, put again into the main memory. From the main memory, whenever it needs to be executed, it will be taken again back to CPU. This is a simple concept of swapping. So swapping is a memory, temporarily out of memory to the backing store. Backing store is nothing but the secondary memory, and then brought back again to the main memory for the execution. And this we call it as what called swapping. So in swapping we have two terms. One is swap in, and the one we call swap out. So swap out means what happens? Swap out is a technique for moving a process from a RAM to a hard disk. So swap out, see, this is here I am taking back to hard disk. Swap in means what? From the hard disk again I will be bringing back to the main memory or RAM to the processing. Simple, I am given an example. See, I have so many things in my cupboard. If I want to do access only one book, means I will be taking one book and I will then read. Clear? So this is called the secondary memory, and the book which I want to read, we call it as the thing to be executed. At that moment I want to read that book. So that will be taken from secondary memory, loaded into the main memory for next executions, right? From there it will be taken to CPU, which page I am going to read, which line I am going to read, that will be done in CPU. Clear? So this is a process of swapping in and swapping out. Hope you would have learned the concept of swapping. If you have any doubt, please kindly go back again, listen the video, then you can able to understand very clearly. Thank you so much for watching the video. Meet you in another concept.